I know. Did you borrow one? I was surprised.
I know. I've been looking. I've been in between the 820s and the light speed.
Yeah, light speed seem nice. I like my bows, but having wireless ones are nice.
Okay, so for steep turns, I do got it. Sweet. Okay, we have a visual reference, which would be
Clearwater traffic with 8359er Lima, taxiing on to runway 34.
I guess it would be the buildings out there. I think that's a power plant. I'm pretty sure.
Nuclear power plant.
Right, crosswind, runway 34, Clearwater.
Okay, so we're established at 95, and we have to increase back power to maintain.
Clearwater traffic, Skyhawk 8429er, turning
So
right.
what I do is you're going to roll to 45.
Clearwater.
You're going to add like 100 or 200 RPMs, and the easy way, the cheap mode way is to do two
just
full
do like
down.
3 swipes.
You can do 3, I usually do 2.
Okay.
A little quick.
Alright.
There.
Alright, so we'll start to the left, and then we will immediately go to the right.
Alright.
Afterwards. Alright, let me get a little bit more based up here. Get back on track. Alright, we're at 95. Okay, so we're going to start to the left.
Alright.
And we'll do 3 swipes, or close enough.
Clearwater traffic, Cessna 59er Lima, right, crosswind, runway 13, Clearwater.
A little less.
Runway 34, Clearwater.
A little more bank.
Oh, I haven't felt that one in a minute.
Clearwater traffic, Skyhawk 8429er, turning right base, runway 34, Clearwater.
Alright, coming up
Clearwater
on
traffic,
it.
Cessna 59er Lima, turning right downwind, runway 34, Clearwater.
There it is. Alright, come right back into it.
Clearwater traffic, Skyhawk 8429er, turning final, runway.
Alright, and we're gonna roll out.
Alright, very good. Although I'm not sure if you're looking inside too much. I feel like you might have been. I'm not too worried about that, but I know Toby, our examiner, if he sees you looking inside too much, he'll cover up your whole screen and ask you to do it again.
Nice.
But that was pretty good.
I was in and out. I was
traffic, Cessna 59er Lima, on right.
I was trying to keep that 45 degree on the horizon.
Alright, emergency descent. Do you remember that one?
Emergency descent.
Yeah.
No, I can take a guess at it though.
Sure.
I want emergency descent.
Say my engine's on fire or I have hypoxia. Alright, we're gonna go idle. We're gonna bank 30 to 45 degrees and pitch for 120 knots.
Okay, wait. Repeat that. We're gonna do.
We're gonna go idle.
Full idle. Got it.
30 to 45 degree bank.
30 to 45 degree bank, which would be.
Alright, 10, 20, 30,
Okay.
45.
Got
and then pitch for about 120. You don't want to go on the yellow.
Pitch for 120.
Yep, and we'll recover at 1,500 feet.
Alright. Well, I guess at this point, do we go to the left or to the right?
Whatever way you want. Some people teach in alternating banks. I just teach it one direction. I guess it depends what you're trying to do. If you're having a medical emergency, then you're going to try to alternate to go towards an airport. I guess if you have an engine fire, maybe.
So, do you start with banking down first, or do you start
idle
with
first?
Yeah, idle first, but then do you start with the bank?
And then we can do both at the same time, bank and pitch.
Okay, got it. All right, so we will pull power to idle. Full idle?
Yep.
Okay, full idle. And then we're going to bank 230, and then pitch for 120.
All right.
God, you really gotta sink it down, don't you?
Yeah. Don't be surprised if we blow right past it.
Don't be surprised if I blow past it?
Yeah. It speeds up pretty quick.
Oh yeah, it does.
There you go, perfect.
Okay.
So if you had like an engine fire, this is putting a load on the airplane to help put it out.
Yeah, that it does, that it does.
And we'll recover at 1500.
Okay. A little bit, getting a little bit fast, a little bit fast. 18, 17. There goes that pressurization. All right, and we're covering it.
Yep, start adding the power in, going wings level.
Holy shit.
There, perfect. Cool.
Ah, that's a weird feeling.
All right, let's go back up to 3000, let's head south.
All right, back up to 3000. We're doing full power. Oh, pitch for best rate.
That's supposed to be part of the TOL phase.
Wow, yeah, I've never done that one before.
All right.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah. All right, let's turn around, let's go south. We got pretty far north.
Okay.
Stillwater traffic, taking 59 Lima. Passing back to runway 34. Good luck.
Climb, baby, climb.
Actually, we'll head back to the airport, we'll do some landings. We'll see how you do.
That works for me. I've been wanting to practice those.
Yeah, I don't really think you need to focus too much on maneuvers. I mean, you're going to do it again on your solo check, maneuvers, but you seem pretty good with them.
Yeah. I've noticed with every single instructor, there's just a little bit something different, and
Yeah.
you learn something a little bit newer than you did before.
Yeah, same with the prog people. I've heard some crazy stuff. Like forward slips. How do you do a forward slip?
A forward slip?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, forward slip. So, a forward slip. So, if you're high altitude and you need to get down fast, you'd want to do full right rudder, bank to the left, and control your descent to add more drag to descend faster.
So I learned mostly in archery, so I was always taught to use like flaps. Now some Cessna say not to use flaps, but I still teach 2 notches in a Cessna.
Yeah.
I was always told that you couldn't use full flaps in a Cessna. So usually it's aileron into the wind, opposite rudder. And that's the same with like crosswind landing.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, I teach full rudder and 2 sets of flaps. But some of these prog check people are like, no, you're not supposed to use full rudder, you're not supposed to use any flaps in a Cessna.
Well,
I'm like, well, if you don't use full rudder, then you're choking out your descent rate. You know, you want more drag.
Yeah.
Give me flaps, give me full rudder. So that's what I do. But it's always surprising when people learn. You know, some people on the stall recovery, on the power off stall, they immediately retract 1 notch, and then they pitch for VX. Emergency ascent, some people teach the alternating bank. I learned the one to hold it the same direction.
Yeah, well, if you do alternating, it's kind of like you're putting more workload on yourself too.
Yeah, that
right?
too, yeah. And the steep turns, I've seen people teach that you do 1 steep turn and wait like 30 seconds. They fix the trim, they're just cruising out like nothing's going on.
Yeah, now you gotta go right back into it.
Yeah, that's what I was taught, but I've seen it multiple times, so somehow I guess people are allowed to do that on check rides, but I was like, no, you're supposed to push forward, go right to the next one.
Huh. I guess it depends on the check ride person.
Yeah, definitely. It's weird. Everyone's learned different ways.
All right, coming up on, well, we blew past 3,000, but...
Yep. So we'll just make sure we stay away from the coast because of that Bravo at 3,000. I mean, I guess as we get closer, we can start descending again.
We still got a while to go anyways.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do, I guess we'll stay at 3,200.
All right.
I'm going to pull back the lean a little bit.
All right.
Get some better fuel economy going. We're in the green of the RPM, so that's good.
Stillwater traffic, Skyhawk 8429, they're taking off the runway 34, staying in the pattern, Clearwater.
There we go. Burning clean. Get a couple swipes in there. All right. wide slope if we have to.
Yeah, I never thought you could really bring a maneuver guide to a check ride, but I had a few examiners tell me, yeah, that's fine. So I was like, well, why not then, you know? Because the hardest part about flying is really knowing the maneuver, especially when it comes to multi-engine.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing, is just knowing the steps. So I mean, if you didn't bring that and you didn't know any maneuvers, I would have been like, well, you need a few maneuver flights. So that saves you money.
And for the most part, you have everything within your reach that you need normally.
Yeah.
If you don't, I think that's a...
There's also so many different maneuver guides. Everyone has different ways to do the maneuvers. Like, yeah, I learned slow flight 1500.
Clearwater
power off stall 1500.
842-9er, right crosswind.
But then another instructor was teaching slow flight 1900, and I was like, okay. Well, 1900 actually gives you a little more time.
Runway 34 and staying in the pattern.
Yeah.
To before you slow down too much. So the people that really hesitate on the steps of the maneuver, they got more time.
I haven't been this far north in a while.
Yeah.
We normally stay right over the Anclote Islands right there.
29er, turning right downwind, runway 34.
I come north sometimes and go to Brooksville. Because if anyone's doing like any commercial maneuvers or turns around a point, they're usually around Anclote.
Yeah. Those little tiny chain of islands right there, that works perfectly for turning on a point.
Yep.
You can go from one to the other. S-turns are probably pretty good over there as well.
Yeah, I usually use the island, the beach for the S-turns. I use the little small islands for it turns around a point. Also, there's a tiki hut over here now that somebody like planted on Anclote that you can do turns around.
Oh yeah, that thing's been there for a little while, I think.
I think at least a year and a half.
These things are not the most comfortable.
Yeah, I had those up until CFI. And I remember they used to hurt my head because I had the aviators in between.
Clearwater traffic, Cessna 59er Lima, turning right, crosswind, runway 13, Clearwater.
13. That was totally
Runway 34, sorry about that.
There you go.
Clearwater traffic, Skyhawk 842-9er, turning right base, runway 34, Clearwater. 13 works.
Clearwater traffic, 80 Alpha inbound for 13.
We're making it a thing. Trolls. Clearwater traffic, Cessna 59er Lima, turning right, downwind, runway 34, Clearwater. I think I like 13 better. Clearwater traffic, Skyhawk 842-9er, turning final, runway 34, Clearwater.
I mean, in the meantime, you could probably try to find room on my schedule, but I'm probably going to be gone in like 2 months, so I'm already at like 1420.
Oh, damn, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But until you get an instructor, if you find any openings, I'd be happy to do lanes with you. Yeah, I thought I'd only be teaching for a year, but COVID, so.
Yeah, Clearwater traffic, Cessna 59er Lima, turning right base, runway 34, Clearwater. Clearwater traffic, Cessna 59er Lima, on final, runway 34, Clearwater. Clearwater Unicom. Go ahead. Hey, there's a golf ball like right beneath the back eaves. That one's the closest. That's closest to 16, the last one.
Alright, I'll take it off of that.
It's on the runway. Thank you.
It's called foreign object debris.
Yep.
So you live around here?
New Perochi.
There you go.
I work in Clearwater, so it's just easier for me. I get off at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm like 2 minutes away from the airport, so it just works out.
Clearwater traffic, Skyhawk 8429er, clear of runway 34, taxiing back to runway 34,
It's going
Clearwater.
to be rough when it starts to get dark early again, though.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started teaching, I had a student who couldn't make it any earlier than 5:30, and I remember like sunset was like 6:30. I was like, man, there's really nothing we could do.
Yeah, I try to aim for the weekends, but it's just so busy.
Yeah, the weekends are pretty busy.
I'm like, well, hell, if it's going to be that busy, I might as well just do, 5 o'clock to 7.
Yeah, it works perfect now. But most of our new instructors, they have to be available for weekends. I don't work weekends because I'm senior, but I've been working weekends for over a year, so I recently took Saturdays off. I had Sundays off. But when I first got hired, yeah, it was like, you gotta work weekends, so all the new guys have to.
Clearwater traffic, that's a 5.
We got a lot more Cessnas too. We got an extra G1000, Papa Alpha. That one's actually got reliable traffic. It has an autopilot.
Yeah.
So that one's pretty good. I usually have a Sentry, but it's not very busy right now, so I didn't feel like putting it up.
Surprisingly, most of the time, this actually, well, we're a little bit further away now, but it normally stays pretty good connected to the cell tower.
Oh, yeah? Huh.
And I got my iPad back there, worst case.
Mirage 550 Charlie Alpha.
I find it handy.
Miles to the
Yeah, well, definitely on a weekend.
west and down.
I definitely have it up. I mean, there's some planes I never would have known they're coming at me until they're too late,